Hi there, this video is for those who are, maybe you're watching because your Divine Masculine is a Leo. It is the group or the collective of Divine Masculines that associate with being a Leo, whether they're a sun sign, moon sign, rising sign, or Venus sign. It is a general reading, so take what resonates, leave the rest. Some of it might be for your Divine Masculine, or some of it might be for someone else's Divine Masculine. All right, let's take a look at what's happening with them right now in the physical. And then we can kind of look at also, I feel, in the extended, we're going to talk about three key things that are going to happen within the next 3 weeks for them, and messages from their higher self. All right, let's see. Oh, that was fast. Very interesting. We have fertility and prosperity, okay? So we have fertility, okay? This doesn't necessarily mean a pregnancy. I know it can. I know they have two people kissing. And I think this is like a Wiccan fertility something, okay? And maybe Beltane means something. I'm not a very good Wiccan or a Wiccan at all, so please don't take offense to that. It could mean that things are coming to fruition, okay? So because we have prosperity here underneath, so we're going to pull more cards to get a better idea of what that actually means, okay? We have, okay, so we have foundation, homeland, okay, and death, Samhain, okay. So what I kind of get from that, very interestingly enough, is I feel like this means that there's a foundation that needs to be laid, okay, but part of laying that foundation is sort of letting certain things die off, okay? So letting things, I don't want to say die, because they're being put to rest. They're being released and let go, and it's a form of death, I suppose, okay? But it's not literal death, it's figurative death, okay? Oh, very interesting. This card always kills me when it comes up. And again, prosperity. So we have some tarot cards. It says tarot cards, but it's also the only guidance deck or card in the entire deck. So we see some guidance happening here for these Leos. Let's kind of get into more of what these particular cards mean, because it's very, very interesting. Okay. So we have the Six of Wands. Okay. So very interesting. We have the Empress on the bottom, okay, but I feel like what I get from this card is this is somebody that, because this is a Leo card. Look at, he's cut the head off a monster and there's all these accolades, but I feel like there's somebody who needs to be cheered on at every step. Like, okay, yeah, look at that. We have the Ace of Cups in reverse. Okay, so that tells me, okay, that tells me that they're only receiving love from outside of themselves, okay? They're not getting a whole lot of love inside. They don't know how to feel love for themselves, let alone for anyone else, okay? Not understanding what real love is. Love is being, receiving accolades or receiving, you know, adoration from people. And then we have the Nine of Wands, okay? So I feel like this is an arduous journey for them to understand it. But the good news is that they're trying to. They're trying to understand why love just doesn't work out for them. How can love not work out for them? Look how much people love them, right? They sing their praises, but they don't feel love. Why is that? Okay, so there's some kind of perseverance happening here. I feel like it's almost like, it's almost like I'm now, because it's sort of like, this is the 9th time this has happened to me. Like, I feel like this keeps happening. This is the same thing that happens. Why does it keep happening? So there's awareness here. Okay. Yeah, so we have the Emperor in reverse, okay? There's a lot of disempowerment here for this particular group of masculines. And the Chariot, who's driving their bus? Who's driving their chariot? Is it the accolades of other people? Or is it the love they have for themselves? They lack the confidence to be confident in themselves without the appreciation or adoration of others, okay? Whoops, the Five of Cups, yeah. Okay, crying alone. Okay, they might be surrounded by a lot of people, but they're very alone. But I feel like there's this... I feel like there's this energy around, like, the prosperity. So, because prosperity, it comes in many forms, but this is financial prosperity. They could make a lot of money. Okay. They could be creative. Birthing new creatives brings them adoration and money, but it's not fulfilling. Okay. So this card, the Beltane card, is a lot. I mean, it is about the idea of the goddess, you know, impregnating the god impregnating the goddess, but it's also about finding what actually makes you passionate. So I feel like there's a lot of recognition around what's not really fulfilling, why he's passionate about something. Okay, so let's kind of look at this foundation. Okay, yeah, we've got the Two of Cups. Okay, we have Temperance. Okay, so there seems to be, and I feel like the Two of Cups is the relationship card. Two people as equals, and there's a lot of balance here. Okay, the Ace of Pentacles, new prosperous beginning. Six of Swords, okay, the need to protect. Okay, I feel like there is a lot of people invested in their energy. Oops, I pulled too many. There's the Death card again. Look at that, okay? But we have the Eight of Swords, the feeling like they're stuck, self-imposed entrapment, and Ten of Cups, okay? With the Death card lying over top. So that tells me, okay, that tells me that they recognize this balance between the two of you, between them and their divine feminine. They recognize the power of it and the prosperity of it, and how it could be something they've always wanted. But there's a lot of fear right now. There's a lot of drama around them. They feel contracted. They feel stuck. So that the things that they're stuck with have to burn up and die away before they can step into their happiness. But the good news is there's a conscious awareness of this. There's an understanding, and it could be because they have received guidance in some way. So let's dig into this guidance piece here. Oops. Okay, yeah, we have the Two of Swords, okay? Kind of feeling blind, not really trusting themselves to move forward. We have the Six of Cups, so we have some nostalgia. I want to see if this has to do with the connection itself or if it has to do with their childhood, because we have mother and son here. Okay, the Five of Wands, inner conflict. Okay, they're very conflicted between the head and the heart, so they may have gone to seek guidance. It may have been from an older woman. Okay, it could have been a tarot reader, it could have been a psychic, it could have been somebody who can see beyond where their head is at. Their head is stuck in this ego state, right? That happens a lot. It even happens to the divine feminine sometimes. So, you know, I feel like what they're saying right now in this group is like, you know, we found guidance and we're kind of blind. We didn't really see what they saw, but we felt it, like our heart. What we felt in our heart aligned with what they were saying, you know, even if our head couldn't really wrap itself around what they were saying. Okay, yeah. So we have a lot of juggling, okay, Two of Pentacles, but a decision needing to be made because change is coming. Yeah, the Seven of Wands. I feel, though, that while they try and make this decision, yeah, look at that. They're being distracted by parties right now. Being distracted. Hey, let's go party. Let's go visit. Let's do this. Don't think too much. Don't feel too much, right? That's very interesting, but because I feel like there's certain people, again, who benefit from their success. So the Seven of Wands is sort of like they're kind of standing in their own energy right now and not letting the distractions get to them so that they can be more clear and feel more empowered. Yeah, the Seven of Pentacles, they're actually very patient about it. They're kind of sitting back and watching things brew, if you will. So I feel like that's a really good place for them to be in. We have the Hierophant on the bottom, and it's a couple times, like I saw it a couple times when I was shuffling, which tells me that they're being guided, they're being spiritually mentored, okay? They're seeing signs, they're seeing people's behaviors, okay? All right, let's get a couple more here before we get into the extended version. Yeah, we have duality, okay? The frequency of duality supports our ability to gracefully flow with the everlasting movement among all opposites. Okay, so it's interesting because I feel like the energy of this group of divine masculines, yeah, look at that, in awareness, okay? I feel like they were all or nothing before. Like it was all very much black and white, and I feel like there's a bit of a gray area coming up for them. And it's allowing them to see that there are other ways, okay, to see that there are other opportunities for them, for their happiness, for their prosperity, okay? It was 11:11 when I said that, just so you know. Okay. Let's see. Yeah, and the sixth chakra, okay, the third eye. So the energy of the third eye chakra supports our inner sight and intuitive abilities, and then we have forgiveness. So when I said they're sitting back and observing things, I feel like they're practicing their intuition. Okay, it's almost like, and I feel like it's almost a cat and mouse game, like where they're sitting back and watching the people around them behave and seeing if they can intuitively interpret what they really mean, and just by not doing anything, their true colors come out. So I think that's going to be an interesting thing to see where this goes for them. In the extended version, like I said, we talk about 3 key things that happen in the next 3 weeks. And of course, a message from their higher self, but they're waking up. So I think it's very positive. So if you've been feeling like you've been losing hope, okay, don't. Keep doing what you need to do for you, and your masculine's figuring his stuff out, okay? I'm also going to point out 3 is a significant number. We have 18, and 18 divisible by 6 is 3, okay? Be your peace, love yourself, and share your light.